So we want to talk about local stuff.
Of course we do.
We talk about weather a bit. But
Yeah. Every place does get weather, so.
I want to ask why you live in Muskoka. Like why? Because frankly, you could move anywhere.
Of course.
But you choose to live here.
Yeah,
correct?
Canada is a large country.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even Ontario's a large province.
It's huge, right? It's huge. Well, I grew up in Toronto. We had a cottage in Muskoka, so we would vacation here. I spent my summers here, and I loved it up here. And we actually moved up here when I was about 13 years old.
Grade 7? Grade 8?
Grade 8. And I loved it. You know, I love the small town way of life, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a little bit maybe slower paced. Now, granted, I was only a child when I lived in the city, so it's not like I was really part of the hustle and bustle or had to commute to work or anything like that. But I like it up here, and I like living in a small town. And I'm sure I'd find this at a lot of different small towns, but because this is where I grew up, it's very personal connection in that I know a lot of people here. And I like going into the grocery store and saying, hey, I've run into Seamus there. I run into other friends, and we can chat and talk. And I know people if I need something done at the house. Like I know this guy and that guy, or I take my car to that shop because I've been taking it there since I was like a kid. Right. And I know those people. I know I'm not going to get screwed or anything like that. And I like walking down the street and saying hi to a bunch of people I know.
Do you say hello to strangers?
Not strangers.
No?
I'll say, if I hold the door open, I might say howdy.
You say a howdy?
I won't say howdy, but I'll say a greeting.
Oh, okay.
I rarely say howdy.
Well, when I'm walking by on the streets, I'll say hello to strangers.
Yeah?
Yeah. If they're looking like they're head down walking away. You know, like,
you won't grab them and try to engage them? Yeah, and I don't know. I just like the area too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that I can drive no more than 3 minutes in any direction and find a lake to go swimming.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Yeah.
That's nice for me. I love swimming.
Yeah.
And I like being out in the wilderness as well. That's pretty good. And I just I like that hometown feeling.
Well, that's what this podcast is kind of.
You got it.
Trying to get to, yeah.
Now you're like born and raised up here.
Pretty much. I think my parents moved here when I was 4.
Yeah.
So I'm 35 now, so that's 31 years.
Wait.
Check your notes.
Yeah, that works out.
Yeah. So I went all through public school and high school here. And then actually I went to university here too when we had Nipissing open.
That's right.
So I've done all my education here for the most part.
Pretty much.
And I think there's this feeling, at least I had it when I was growing up and going to high school especially. It's like, oh, I got to get out of this fucking small town.
Yeah.
Got to get to the big city, fucking make my mark on the world. Like that kind of mentality.
For sure.
And then you move away. And you're like, this place isn't like London, Ontario I moved to. Wasn't as good as here.
Yeah.
I moved back. In North Bay, pretty close.
North Bay was pretty close.
North Bay is fucking sweet.
Yeah,
but it's a smaller town.
For sure.
Like it's a city barely.
Yeah, it's like twice the size of Bracebridge.
Yeah.
Like almost to the
whereas London's like, you don't think of it as that big, but it's 300,000 people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Like it's I think it's like Canada's 10th largest city.
Yeah.
So like it's a big place.
For sure.
So then I'm like Toronto, was living there for work for a bit here and there. It's like, well, that's a different thing. And then when I moved to Belleville,
I remember that.
that's when I was like, I was in Belleville for like 2 months. I'm like, this place fucking sucks. Like, why did I moved there for a girl.
Yep.
But then I was like, oh God, like, whoops.
Yeah, whoops.
Whoopsie.
They do have a milkshake factory though.
Do they?
Yeah, shit, I can't remember the name. But yeah, this like big thing. We get all this different type of ice cream and different milkshakes.
Sure,
and
that's
stuff.
not Peterborough.
No. This was in Belleville.
Okay.
This was in Belleville. We stayed there a couple summers ago for a wedding for a weekend.
You just got milk. Is it a milkshake factory or is it an ice cream place?
No, it's a huge place though. It's not just like a storefront. It's a huge.
No, I understand it's a factory.
Warehouse. I don't know if it's a factory. I'm using factory as my air quotes just because of the sheer size of it.
Okay.
Maybe emporium.
Oh,
milkshake emporium. Let's say.
But anyways, I was in Belleville. I was like, fuck that. Like, I was like, why am I moving? I found like this is my home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here. I love it. I'm not as outdoorsy, but I like walking around. I like that I can just walk pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, the whole town.
The whole town. Like,
Yeah.
I can walk to the grocery store, get a bag of groceries, come back. Like anywhere I want, I can just walk to, which is nice. So
That's good
I
stuff.
like that. I like the friendliness. I go anywhere. You know, you're knowing people.
Yeah.
You're saying hello.
And also, I mean, if you want to taste that city life, we are 2 hours from Toronto.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
that is a major metropolitan
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
So if you
2
want
hours.
that taste of that city life,
Yeah.
fucking go there. And it's 2 hours, and then you come home. Because I like going to Toronto for a weekend, getting a taste of it. Because I do like visiting the city.
Yeah.
But it's usually after a couple of days, I'm ready to come home.
For sure.
Yeah, and then as soon as you get up that highway, it's like, okay, now I can breathe a little more. It's just I like the pace. It's
Yeah.
not so crazy.
Yeah. We got nothing. We got nowhere to be. You know what I mean?
I got nowhere to go. No.
Exactly.
Just
So,
relaxing.
Yeah.
Also, we do have some great driving roads.
Yes, we do actually. Yeah.
We do. Like, yeah, Bracebridge itself, the town core, is tiny. But the surrounding area, some of the most beautiful driving roads you could imagine.
What drive do you like?
Almost all of them.
But like,
But I
ones-
love
ones
doing
stick
that.
out?
The loop around Lake Muskoka is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer. It's not a lot of tight, crazy turns.
Right.
But there's a loop I take up to my house where you take, what road is it? I think it's Hewlett Road.
Okay.
And then you go up Falkenberg Road.
Oh,
out
yeah,
to Muskoka
yeah.
Road 4.
Yeah,
And that can be a challenging road. It's got some really good corners and drops and hills and whatnot.
Yep, I know the one you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the Beach Road, man. Golden Beach Road.
It's pretty in the
Sorry.
fall.
Yeah. No. Muskoka
Yeah.
Beach Road.
Muskoka Beach Road. That's
Which
the one.
one's? Yeah, Muskoka Beach Road, the one that goes to Gravenhurst.
Yep.
I take that to work. I work in Gravenhurst, so.
Yeah, in the fall, like the road is sort of the trees overhang the road.
Yeah.
So once the colors come out, it's fucking gorgeous.
And then after like the first big snowfall, it's completely dark during the day.
Yeah.
Because like the trees cover like everything.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's
spooky,
pretty.
But, yeah,
It's
I
pretty.
like it. And there's some good turns on that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So that's
It's a
my
lot
road.
busier now, I find, with like cyclists,
Yeah, it's true.
and they take up a good chunk of the road.
good
I get
point.
they're just trying to get some exercise, but fuck, man.
Digs.
Yeah.